Get squirrel. Come on, Barrett. How you guys doing? My name's Kevin, and I live in a van with my 2 dogs. And today, we're starting the day off on the beach, and then we're gonna hit Thor's well. So enjoy the scenery. Come on, Barrett. We are at Thor's well here in Oregon. I'm walking down the trail now to get to Thor's well, so why don't you come with me? Alright, so here we are at the bottom of Thor's well. I think I'm in the right spot, but I have absolutely no idea. I just saw this stairwell leading down here, and here's what I'm looking at. I'm not sure if you're supposed to be up on these rocks, but I'm breaking all the rules today for you guys. So it looks like the water's rushing from this area here from the ocean, and we've got a lot of turbulence going on into Thor's well, which is right here. How epic is this? I'm gonna go up top to this bridge right there, and I'm gonna take an aerial shot shooting down so you guys can see it from up there. How cool is that? Thor's well. I said Thor's view a second ago, but I make mistakes all the time. The words are hard, not even in a podcast, but also during editing, and I'm leaving that in the film. I'm gonna get a side view right now of Thor's well from right here. All right, how cool was that? That's Thor's well, everybody. Right up the road is Devil's Churn. I'm gonna take the van and my 2 dogs, and we're gonna head down to Devil's Churn and show you guys what that looks like. Let's go. All right, here I am, guys, at the Devil's Churn. Unfortunately, it's low tide right now, so we can't see the high tide part of it where the waves come crashing in. Maybe I'll be able to catch that on the way back through Oregon, but let me show you the area called Devil's Churn. Mouth of the ocean is where it comes in through here. And from what I hear, during a high tide, the waves just crash in like crazy all the way up the side of this cliff. And there's nothing on the other side of this, it looks like. It just stops right there. Do you guys recognize this house? That's right, it's the Goonies house right there. I am so happy to be here. I just talked to the lady that owns it, such a nice lady. She had nothing but nice things to say to me, and I asked her if there was tours available of the house, and she had said that because of what's going on, that there's no tours of the house right now. So let me give you guys a view of the Goonies house. She said I could totally do some filming outside this house, and there's a donation box in here. And I put a donation in the donation box. So here's the Goonie house. So awesome to be here. Long time coming. Should have been here a while ago, but I just got here now. So that's the yard where they had all that stuff going on with Chunk. And here's the Goonie house. It's so awesome that it's still standing and that it's still around. How cool is this? And that attic, you guys all know that attic. Very cool house. All right, so I'm gonna walk around to the other side and get a view from the other side. So once again, it's very cool to be here. I can completely understand, being private owners of this amazing historical house, that they get a lot of people standing in the front yard filming and things like that. So a big thank you to the lady that owns this house for letting me film out here and being such a nice person about it. It was an awesome trip coming out to Astoria. We're gonna do some more filming of the movie and the locations around here, so stay tuned. All right. We just entered Ecola State Park. This is the long drive up to where the Fratellis, I think that's how you say their name, their hideout cabin was, and to the beach location where the iconic rocks were at the end scene of the Goonies. So enjoy this drive with me. right, we're here. We're at the filming site of the Fratelli's hideout spot. Unfortunately, that hideout spot the building is no longer there. It's been converted into a picnic shelter, and I'll show you that here. So there it is. It still looks like the actual structure of the building from this far away. We're gonna walk up close and get a good scene of it, but right now you can kind of tell that is the location, and I believe they parked their bikes right up there. And to give you guys an idea of what it looks like, it's now just a gigantic parking lot. So if I were to reference where they parked their bikes, it would have been somewhere up here. But let's read the sign and see what it says. The Goonies, 1985. This park features prominently in the Goonies, along with locations in Astoria and Cannon Beach. The Fratelli family's hideout, the Lighthouse Lounge, was temporarily constructed at Ecola Point, and Mikey used the rock coastline here to gain access to the locations of One-Eyed Willie's treasure. Did you know the school carnival scene in Kindergarten Cop was filmed next to this parking lot overlooking the ocean? Okay, very cool. So that sign told us what's going on. The actual building for Goonies, the Fratelli's hideout, which was right there, that was temporarily constructed for the movie. And in its spot, it looks like, if I can find it, whoop, whoop. In its spot, it looks like that there is just a camping shelter or a picnic shelter sitting right there. So we'll go down there and film that. And I'm looking right now at the rocks that you see at the end of the movie, or that they used that keystone to look into to be able to start the treasure hunt. And there it is. Goonies Rock. That's what I call it. I don't know what anybody else calls it, but that's what I call it. How cool is that? This is what started the whole thing to find One-Eyed Willie. Okay, so right here to my right is the Fratelli's Hideouts. That is just a picnic shelter right now. And like I said earlier, it was constructed temporarily for the movie. It's just a picnic shelter. Well, it's pretty cool. They got a fireplace in here, and maybe that's where Chunk squeezed his fat butt down into to get away from the Fratellis. But yeah, this is the shelter. It's pretty cool that I'm standing in a spot next to the ORV. The ORV might have been right here. With the bullet holes. Bullet holes. But that's too bad. I wish the building was actually kept and stayed here the whole time. But at least you guys get a good idea of where the building is. Here's a panoramic view, or just a front view looking out. And I'm assuming that the Goonies either parked their bikes right there. Right there. Or somewhere over here. I think that hill right there might be the spot where they parked their bikes. I'm not really sure, but it's very awesome to be here. This has been one of my goals on the list of travels, was to visit where the Goonies filmed the location. And right now I'm standing and I'm staring at the rock. I'm looking at the Fratelli's hideout. I'm staring at the area where they parked their bikes, and it's bringing back memories of when I was 10 years old, 11 years old, watching this movie. Gives you an idea how old I am. Very old. It gives me an idea what it was like to be them back in the day and to hang out in the filming locations, to kind of put it into perspective a little bit of what it was like to be them back in the day. Just a little bit of inner kid inside of me living out the days of the Goonies. So we hope you enjoyed this location as much as I did. I'm gonna try to get closer to that rock. There is houses up there, so I'm pretty sure I can park over there and get closer up to that rock. So why don't you guys come with me? All right, guys, so I'm down here at the beach. I'm at the location of Goonies Rock. It's sitting right in front of me. This is the beach area. The rock's facing that way. A little bit of suspense, and I'll turn the camera around right now. So that's how close I am to Heritage Rock. You all know that from the Goonies movie. How epic is that? All right, so no better way to close out this video than with this iconic view behind me in Heritage Rock, where you've seen it on the Goonies. So please like and subscribe to see more epic footage. We are traveling the country, living in a van with 2 dogs. Why don't you guys come with us, and we'll see you on the next one.